Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of the EMC generator series. Today we will be covering the pumpkin farm. Now when I look on the internet I see a lot of people using pumpkin farms as long strips going up and down with pistons or block breakers or whatever it is they use breaking the pumpkins. But I thought it's so space consuming to do it like that. It just seems like madness to me. So what I've done is I've built a tower system of a pumpkin farm, and this creeper's locked onto me. He's decided to wait just as I start recording, because that's what creepers do. So quickly I'm going to be showing you how to go about building one of these tower systems. Now this can go as high as you damn well dare to go. The only thing is you'll need to put a new timer up every 4 levels, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another timer there. But as long as you're willing to have sort of 15 timers going, this can go as high as you like. And it is actually quite a good bit of EMC generators. I'm definitely a fan of it. So let's go about building a few floors, and then you can build your own. So let's get started. So what you want to start with is you want to start with a 4-block square like that, 2x2. So this is where your water's going to be. People seem to think that there needs to be an actual source block next to the dirt for it to properly grow, but that just isn't true. It can be a rundown of water, so like if your source block was here and it was running down, it's enough to make this soil fully fertile. So yeah, if you think that is the way, then there you go, bit of information for you there. So all you're doing here now is you're making 4 2x2 squares of dirt around where our water is going to be, and what we'll do actually is we'll make a second floor now, so that everybody can see how you would go about making more floors. So you're doing exactly what we've just done, but you're doing it with a 1-block gap. So all you're going to do is like so. Okay, now it is important that you break out these middle blocks after you've built your floors. So what I would do is I would go all the way up, go as high as you want to go, and then just go down the middle, breaking all the blocks you don't want there anymore. Cool, so once you've done that, what we'll need to do is we'll need to go around and place block breakers. If you don't know how to make block breakers, then look it up on the internet or check out my other videos. I go over how to make block breakers. Okay, so it needs to be facing inward on the outside squares, like you can see me doing here. The reason for this is these will be what actually transports your pumpkins or melons, whatever it is you're going to be using in the farm, down to your chests. So just place the last 2 here, like so. Excellent. Okay, so once you've done that, we can get started. Now the other way of doing this, which is how I've done it over there, but I've done it slightly differently over here. If you want to put your timers on the inside here, then you put them on the end like this. If you don't want to do that, then another way of doing it is to do it like this. Now the added bonus of doing it like that, see what we'll do is we'll have 1 of each type. The added bonus of doing it like this is that it is more compact, and the tubing can go down the sides like so. So what we'll do is we'll make 1 of each type, and then you guys can decide how you want to make yours, because I guess it's all about interpretation of other people's builds. So got a bit stuck there. Okay, so we will. So if this was the same on both sides, then it would be there, not there. So just bear that in mind. So that is what your first one will look like if you built it like this. Okay, there we go. Let's make it daytime quickly. We don't want to get blown to Kingdom Come while we're trying to do this. Oh, hope if I do it right. Okay. So Right, and now we'll do the other type, which is like so. Now, in my opinion, this way is better when they're on the sides, but there is some elegance to this way here, because I'd say the redstone circuitry seems a little bit better, neater, but you know, it's a matter of opinion. So once we've done that, we want to get our water sources down. Now, if this was a massive tower, all you'd have to do is put 4 at the very top, like so. And then it would obviously pour down to the levels below it, like so. So you would just do that, but at the top floor of wherever it is, however height you're building. I've just realised I'm going to need a hoe. Nope, not in there. There he is. Excellent. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll get these pumpkin seeds down, so we can start to get that process underway. So you want to hoe down the inside blocks, because that's the only things that need to actually be hoed down. And then I would take a bone meal and apply it to the pumpkin seeds. Now, some people are under the impression that if you put bone meal onto a pumpkin seed when it's fully grown, it will make a pumpkin. That's just not true. The only thing that a bone meal actually does to help is to make the actual seed grow to maturity quicker. It doesn't actually make the pumpkin grow any faster by feeding the seeds stem bone meal. So don't sort of sit there thinking, oh, if he had some sort of deployer system feeding in bone meal, then this would go faster, because that just doesn't work like that. Simple as that. So now we'll have a look at these 2 different designs. So on the slightly more compact one over here, you would have to have the redstone timer come sort of, I don't know why I just did that, come out like this, like so. So that would power each of your sides, and then you would have to do this every 4 levels, so you would have to have like a little stone bridge bit come out here, then this feed up like that. Whereas on this side, you could have it a little bit more compact by just sort of going like so. So like, as you can see, though it is, you know, just as much wiring as here, it doesn't come out of the structure. Like you can see up there, it doesn't come out of the structure, it will just stay in sort of like a hexagon shape. I prefer this way, but if you're thinking that you prefer this way over here, then, you know, fair enough. There isn't a huge amount of difference between them. I just thought I'd show both. And then just rinse and repeat that as high as you want to go, and then all you'd need to do is have the cables at the bottom connect, so you could just go like this. You wouldn't even need to have them all connect, you just need to have these 2, you need to have them connect like this. And then you can come out like so. As long as they are all connected, as in they all reach that end, as you can see they do. You may want to do it like this, because the power is still reaching the piping. It just means you can connect it all up. Now this is obviously quite messy, but like you could have it so the way I've done it over here, and how I've done it over here is when they reach the bottom, they connect up like so. So one side connects up into the chest, and the other side connects up and into the chest. That way. Why aren't you burning? Oh, I see, you're underneath my building platform. So you don't need to connect them around the back or around the front because they connect that way. But this is just quickly doing it so I can show you how it's done. And then you plunk your chest there. Okay. So now what will happen is the power from the timers will come down these tubes. They'll activate the block breakers, however many seconds you want to set the timer to, and they'll break the pumpkins that are on the inside. So what we'll do is, just to show you guys that it all does work fine, I will spawn in a pumpkin. I don't normally spawn in things, but just want to show that it does work. And we'll plonk it there. So the block breaker will break the pumpkin, and we'll move it. Well, obviously it won't move it because I don't have a chest there. Okay, so let's throw a chest down, and there we go. So it'll break the pumpkin, move it down the tubing and into the chest at the end. So yeah, so what you've got here is you've got a compact pumpkin breaker that can go as high as you like. And pumpkins are not bad EMC. It's 144 per pumpkin. So, you know, that isn't too bad. That means 10 would give you 1,440, which means you need sort of 70 to make a diamond. And if this goes up really, really high, I mean, if you were talking 3 or 4 times the height of that, you know, that's a lot of pumpkins, and it's not very expensive. Block breakers are not expensive. So yeah, so that's the pumpkin EMC farm. Over there you can see the wheat farm. I'll be covering that next episode. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you later.